All right, welcome to the Oxen Group Nightly. My name is David Ristow. I'm the CEO, President, and Founder of the Oxen Group. Please check us out at www.theoxengroup.com for all your financial analysis needs and investment opportunities. I'm joined tonight by one of my associates, Giorgio Ferrero.
Well, thank you, David. I'm happy to join the Oxen Group Nightly, and I'll be talking about a chart later in this program.
Yeah, we're excited to have Giorgio here on the program tonight. Let's get right into today's recap. We're going to first start out with our market wrap-up. We'll go into Endeavor Silver, our position there. Position in JA Solar, that's what Giorgio will be covering. We'll also be talking about our other current positions and exits, as well as equity analytics update. And we will also be forecasting tomorrow. And as always, we'll have our disclaimer at the end of the video. Okay, so the market today was pretty much a lackluster day. Not a lot of exciting things happening. Markets stayed pretty range-bound throughout the entire day, but it is definitely setting up for employment numbers tomorrow. We saw low volume throughout the day, and as most people, just like us, we didn't really want to get involved with anything today simply because we don't know what those numbers are going to be like tomorrow, and they could either send us much higher or if they're bad, send us much lower. Today we did have unemployment claims come out a little higher than expected at 388,000. The consensus was for 383, and the biggest shock was factory orders dropped 0.1% in March, missing the 0.4% consensus estimate. And also weighing on equities was oil, which was nearing in on $107 per barrel. There's news out today that Gaddafi's forces we're moving in on rebels gaining land again, and they seem to be in kind of a stalemate back and forth right now. Every time he makes an advance, oil appears to go up. Every time the rebels make an advance, it appears to go down. Simply seems a little bit stupid to me that it's all based on that, but that is the way it is, and that will continue to hurt equities as oil stays up. Really, it all sets up, though, for unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls tomorrow. The unemployment rate is at 8.9%. Consensus for tomorrow is for it to stay at 8.9%. I think if we see anything at 8.9% or below, I think it will be good for the market. I do worry if it's 8.9%, we may see a little pop and then a drop back down. If it is good, though, and we see another drop, we could break a very key resistance line on the Dow and see a very, very good day tomorrow. However, if it moves up, I really highly doubt we'll see that happen. But if that does, then there will definitely be a very good reason to see a broad-based sell-off, especially with a lot of equities at very high, very high on the relative strength index and have a lot of overvaluation right now. We will be setting up a number of trades for tomorrow morning based on the news on that, so you have to definitely get on tomorrow and check out what we're looking at tomorrow morning. I'll have quite a few positions that we checked out today that I like, and we will be looking to get into tomorrow. But it was the first loss in the market today, and the first time in 3 days. And the market did what it had done over the past several days, where it kind of moved up on, even though we had bad news, on a lot of low volume, but the low volume was moving towards buying things. But as you know, a lot of the deals are out or have run out. There's not a lot of stocks with RSIs, under 50 at this point, and market hit a resistance line there at 12,380, which is a huge resistance line. And it dropped off that and kind of had that very, very poor finish right there, as you see. And that's a lot of people getting out of fear. Maybe we're about to hit a pullback. I don't see it happening unless we have some kind of really large catalyst like the unemployment numbers tomorrow. We started out today, though, with a short sale in Endeavor Silver. This is a recent addition to the New York Stock Exchange. It's a pretty fundamentally strong company, but the problem with them is they're right now at a PE ratio nearing on 100 points. They've had a lot of buying based on their move from the AMEX to the New York Stock Exchange, as well as the fact that the company is in silver, and silver has just continues to move up to higher prices. And but the stock is hitting a multiple top, and it looked like it's suggesting a short sale. Here on the chart, you can see we've got the double top right here at $10, and the stock actually hit 10 again today, fell off that, finished the day, I think about 980 was the closing price. We were able to recommend an entry at 982 for our members, and Yep, so that's Endeavor. We're going to look for that to continue down. I think if the market does have a good day tomorrow, it probably could impact that short sale. However, I do believe that unless it really has a very, very tremendous day, it will continue to see resistance at $10 per share. Okay, and here is JA Solar. This is another position that we have right now that we got into back on Monday as our play of the week. And I'll let Georgia take over from here.
All right, well, from a technical perspective today, we seem to have had a little bit of a healthy pullback in JS, so it had a lot of upward momentum. And we started out the day, we had two good upgrades coming out on Renee Solar and LDK, followed by a hold on CSIQ and J Solar. So really a neutral to bullish day for the entire sector, but there was a little bit of pullback. Nothing too big. Today we seem to have the hammer candlestick, which is a bullish indicator. And there seems to be a lot of support at the 200-day simple moving average, which is real good. And investors are certainly seeing on this one-year chart the double trend lines. So there seems to be a lot of support on JSO. Again, as David mentioned, if these unemployment figures are good, we could see definitely a breakout much higher, 750.
Yeah, we are targeting JA Solar to go to 750. We're trying to get a 10% gain on this one after we got in at 678. So we will see if we can get that tomorrow, but we do have a target exit tomorrow on this position. We would reassess that obviously with given the numbers tomorrow and any kind of movement we see, but we have been holding this one, and we usually have a 3 to 5 day target on our midterm trades. Don't like to hold them too much longer because the amount of money that we have invested into it becomes unworthy at that point, and we'd like to reinvest into new positions. But that's it for JS Solar. Good job, Giorgio. Let's go on to our other current positions we have. We're still holding half our position in GameStop, GME. We're looking for a 22.95 exit on that position. I think that stock held up very well today. Showed some really great strength. Actually, almost broke into the green at the close before hitting a little bit of resistance point, and that stock looks very strong, very good fundamentals there. Continues to be liked by a lot of analysts who are following in our footsteps as we recommended a buy on that stock about 2 months ago. And we've exited a 25% position in Mosaic this morning that we had for a 3% plus gain. It was a nice little overnight trade as Mosaic reported some pretty solid earnings. And that's pretty much all we have for right now. We're looking to make a major reloading tomorrow based on what we see. I mean, if we see a pullback tomorrow, we will probably be looking to get into some either some safer, some more fundamentally bullish stocks along with some short sales. But if we see the market really breaking out, we'll definitely look to get into a little more volatile, a little more risky trades that could be heavily impacted by a nice market movement upwards. And then last night we finally released our equity analytics report on solar. It's available right now for you for free on Oxen Group. So if you're not even a member, you can see this report. I highly recommend you check it out. We've covered 12 solar companies in the first equity analytics report, and it has, I think, everything you can need for an investor to know about solar companies. We have price targets on each company. These are 12-month price targets based on 5-year discount cash flow analysis. We have buy and sell ranges, so you can look at these buy and sell ranges. You can see where the stock is, and you can say, okay, this is in a buy range, and this looks like a good place to pick up this stock. We have buy, sell, and hold ratings on it that have to do with our theses on each company. We also have each company in 5 scoring indices: value, growth, profitability, financial health, and management. We've scored each company based on a number of indicators, and then compare them to one another and put them on a scale. So it's a 1 to 100 scale, 100 being the highest. So you can see if a company's got a score closer to 1, it's kind of weak in that area, whereas it's closer to 100, it's very strong. And we're also then going to be using all this to create our very first Oxen Group Solar Index, which will be coming to you soon, where we're going to have weighted averages into each company that we like based on these numbers, based on what we have in equity analytics. This is a very, very sophisticated financial analysis report that's completely free. It's 23 pages. It's packed full of information. I mean, this is definitely something you're going to want to check out if you have any interest in solar whatsoever or any kind of interest in financial analysis. For tomorrow, And we've pretty much already talked about this, but it's all about the unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls. I think everybody's going to be looking to those. They've been looking to them all week, and it really comes down to that. Are we going to really break out, move higher, or is this going to be the catalyst that starts I think, our pullback? I think it's going to be a big day either way. I really don't see us having a very neutral, flat day tomorrow. No major earnings coming out, and I do think oil will continue to have an impact if it continues to tick up. If we see it break 107, maybe go to 108, that could weigh on the market considerably as well. Please visit us at www.theoxengroup.com. Email us anytime at contact@theoxengroup.com with any questions. You can call us at 1-800-709-1160, and please become a part of our 70% plus accuracy.